You may be seated. Your Excellency, President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, top-ranking members of the National Assembly here present, particularly the Chairman, Senate Committee on FCT and Area Councils, and the House Committee Chair on FCT and Area Councils, members of the National Assembly here present, the host ministers, the Honorable Minister of the FCT, the Honorable Minister of State of the FCT, the Honorable Minister of State, Housing and Urban Development, Engineer Abdullahi Tijani Gwarzo, the Honorable Minister of State, Petroleum, the very distinguished Senator Heineken Lokobiri, the Honorable Minister of State Steel Development, Barrister Uba Maigari Ahmad, the Chief of Staff to Mr. President, Right Honorable Femi Gbadabiamila, the representative of the APC Chair, the Vice Chair, APC South-South, other members of the Federal Executive Council in their representation here present, representative of the Service Chiefs and the Inspector General of Police, heads of government and extra-ministerial departments, former members of the National Assembly here present, top management staff of FCT, FCDA, FCT Area Council Chairman here present, the representative of the owner of Abaji, who is here present, the Managing Director of Gilmore Engineering, Mr. Eli Goldar, members of the Fourth Estate of the Realm, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. Your Excellency, today is day 9 of the multifaceted, multi-dimensional presidential commissioning and inauguration of projects under the current FCT administration, led by the ebullient FCT Minister, Ezenwo Nyesom Wike. We have gone through rails, roads, and a further injection of infrastructural development, majorly transportation and district infrastructure, to make the FCT work better. Activities described by His Excellency Mr. President only yesterday are the official commissioning of the residence of His Excellency the Vice President to demonstrate the government's resolve to confront obstacles head-on and to deliver on the renewed hope agenda promised to Nigerians. This gathering today, Your Excellency, is the commissioning of engineering infrastructure for Guzape, which is a district in the Federal Capital Territory. Time now for me, Your Excellency, to welcome a man who arrives all venues at the crack of dawn with his entire team to ensure all the T's are crossed and all the I's are dotted. Please welcome with me the Executive Secretary, FCDA, Engineer Shehu Hadi Ahmad, for a project overview.
Thank you very much, Virginia. Your Excellency, the President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR. Your Excellencies, distinguished members of the National Assembly here present, Your Excellencies, my boss and leader, the Honorable Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Barrister Ezenwo Nyesom Wike, CON, the Honorable Minister of State, FCT, Dr. Maria Mahmoud, members of the Federal Executive Council here present, the Chief of Staff to President, Right Honorable Femi Gbadabiamila. Your Excellency, permit me to respectfully start on the already well-established existing protocol to say, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon. Today, Your Excellency, you are yet at one of the project sites in the series of projects which have been bill for commissioning, which you approved for the Honourable Minister FCT. Your Excellency, today we are in a unique project site, and that is a district infrastructure project site, which is the Guzape district. Guzape district is one of the urban fringe districts of the Federal Capital City under the Abuja Master Plan. By urban fringe, it means these are districts that became necessarily to be created outside the original boundary of the city's master plan, that is Outer Northern Expressway or Outer Southern Expressway. All districts of this nature, which were created out of necessity, became considered as urban fringe districts. The district is supposed to provide residential, commercial, and some bit of recreational facilities. So it is covering an area of about 1,070 hectares. At the time of the award of the contract for this project, when the Federal Capital Territory Administration of them saw the enormity of what is involved and looking at the terrain of the Guzape itself, it awarded the contract in 2 lots. Lot 1 to Mrs. Antata Sawe and Lot 2 to Mrs. Gilmore Engineering, which is the segment today we are presenting for commissioning. The Lot 1 area covers, that is the one that is being handled by Mrs. Antata, covers an area of about 450 hectares. Whereas the Lot 2, this particular one for Gilmore, covers an area of 620 hectares. But I want to quickly also want to state that out of the 1,074 covering the entire area for the Guzape district, about 129 hectares has been encumbered by village settlement, of which about 62 hectares of this 129 falls within the area being developed by Mrs. Gilmore Engineering under the Lot 2. The district is meant to provide services to about 1,017 number plots. Like I said, Your Excellency, they are of various land usage and sizes. We have residential, we have commercial, and we have parks areas. Some of the sizes and some of the plot sizes can be into hectares. The Lot 2 we are presenting today, out of the 1,017 hectares plots, is covering a total number of 561 plots. What we are doing today, as a distance to what we have been commissioning roads, today you are commissioning district infrastructure. And the choice of having to present this at this location is, one, because of the road itself, it is the last point of delivery into various properties. We have in the hierarchy of roads development within districts, starting from the entry point, which is normally an arterial or a collector. In the hierarchy, it comes down to special important local street, then to local street, and to minor access road. Minor access road provided direct services for plot connections, water supply, power supply, and of course discharges of storm and foul sewer back in the reverse order. So the scope of work under this contract covers about 31.3 kilometers network of roads. Of course, when we're talking about the entire Guzape, as has been presented in some earlier briefs by the Honourable Minister, there are about 73 kilometers of roads covering the entire Guzape. If we take 31.3, which is under the one that is being handled by Gilmore and Lot 2, the one under Antata is about 30 kilometers. The remaining are those encumbered by the village obstruction areas, but we always have the hope, especially with the attention that is given by the Honourable Minister now to quicken the resettlement and compensation of the village obstruction areas so that we can have unhindered access. Because what it entails is that around those areas we have to divert services. It's not about the road alone, but it's about the underground services. Your Excellency, the scope involves the provision of electrical power supply, including an injection substation, which is to power the district. On the Gilmore, there is a 3 by 11 kV injection substation. On the Dantata also there is one. There is also, because of the underground drainages of foul sewer, we have a mini sewage treatment plant from where it will be eventually connected to the main sewage treatment plant for the city, which is located some kilometers further down in phase 3 of the city. So this is about the general concept of the service delivery here. There are of this type of package transformer, which is about 500, there's about 84 already lined up here. Street lighting within the district takes a chunk of over 1,000 poles already erected and powered. People might wonder, Your Excellency, why here? Because that's the last terminal point. At my back and what you're facing, Your Excellency, is a rock outcrop, which at the onset of this project, this is one of the roads along with one other, which at the onset of this, your administration and the administration of Barrister Ezongo Wike in FCT, were freshly not even started. And he took a covenant with Mrs. Gilmore to see to it that they can deliver this, not minding that this was the corridor. We came with him and we had to drive along this on my right, on my left, on your right, up to the hilltop. He asked whether they can do that. I want to allow that maybe Mr. Project will explain what the response he got from Gilmore. But today we had to cut about 20 meters deep from the hilltop down. To get to the road level is about 17 meters now. But under it, because of the associated engineering infrastructure, we had to also go about 2 to 3 kilometers network of engineering infrastructure services. We have been able to do that, and today we are glad to be associated with this project. And I want to personally, on behalf of the management and staff of the Federal Capital Development Authority, extend my gratitude to Mr. Project, my boss, my leader, for giving us this mandate to do that, and of course for me having the opportunity to yet present before Your Excellency this project overview. Today, all works have been practically completed on the Guzape Lot 2, and there is, just very recently, 2 days ago, you handed me over the go-ahead to BPP of the Dantata side, that is Guzape Lot 1. We will soon also be working on the Guzape Lot 1. Thank you very much, Your Excellency.
Your Excellency, Mr. President, members of the National Assembly and members of the Federal Executive Council, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to crave your indulgence, sir, to speak about this uncommon assignment. I'm thankful to the FCT administration for giving me the honor to compare as Director of Ceremony to Abuja's most talked about activities. When the Director of Press informed me of this assignment, to clear my calendar for 9 days consecutively, I was not clear about the assignment, but today here we are on the 9th day, a Saturday, the 8th of June 2024, delivering the final assignment through the FCT to applause and accolades and to the glory of God. It is such an honor. Permit me, sir, to let you know that the Honorable Minister of the FCT has an incredible team behind him. and to thank his team for providing the logistic infrastructure to make this assignment a lot easier. The head of service to the FCT administration, the chief of staff for his kindness, the executive secretary FCDA for background information, trust and unwavering support, SSAs to the minister, heads of agencies, chairmen of council, mandate secretaries and permanent secretaries, for a hug, sometimes a smile, all directors of FCT and FCDA. We thank all of them. We thank particularly, I'm thankful to the Honorable Minister of the FCT for the confidence reposed in me. Every day of these 9 days, the Minister has expressed his gratitude to His Excellency Mr. President for his unparalleled support. We are grateful to His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for ever being so gracious. But sir, the responsibility rests on this person who is coming next to deliver the remarks that show the FCT's excitement, gratitude, and true happiness for all of these project commissionings, which remains on the shoulder of the one who, together with the Honorable Minister, has invited us all here. Our arrival every day, Your Excellency, of these 9 days, and her warmth to all and sundry is worthy of emulation. Do help me welcome Honorable Minister of State, FCT, Dr. Maria Mahmood.
Your Excellency, the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, the Chief of Staff to the President, Right Honorable Baby Guzape, all distinguished members of the National Assembly that are here present, the Honorable Minister of FCT Barrister Wike, Mr. Project, Honorable Minister of State, Petroleum, Housing and Steel Development, all members of the Federal Executive Council that are here present, all heads of government agencies, the National Vice Chairman representing the Chairman of APC, South-South representing the South-South, the National Publicity Secretary of APC, the entire management of the FCTA, FCDA that are here present, all the stakeholders, MD of Gilmore Construction, distinguished invited guests, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. Your Excellency, as we come to the climax of the first phase of project inauguration in our beautiful city, I am delighted to extend our sincere gratitude to His Excellency, Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, for honoring us with your presence every step of the way. Your Excellency, we sincerely extend our heartfelt gratitude for joining us on this momentous occasion as we collectively fulfill the mandate of renewed hope. To the residents of Abuja, we specifically thank all those involved in the provision of engineering infrastructure to Guzape district of our nation's capital city. We are immensely grateful for all your commitments towards ensuring the enhancement of our city's infrastructure, which will undoubtedly benefit generations to come. Our Excellencies, as we stated, during inauguration of engineering infrastructure in Uye district last week, it is imperative to address the vital issue of engineering infrastructure provision across the Abuja district. This is because Abuja, as the capital city of Nigeria, serves as the administrative and political hub of the nation, accommodating a vast population, a diverse population, and supporting a myriad of activities. However, the sustainable development and growth of any city rely heavily on the infrastructure backbone, particularly in the realms of engineering. On behalf of the Federal Capital Territory Administration, I want to express our sincere appreciation to all the dignitaries that have graced us with their presence for their invaluable contribution to the realization of this significant project. Also, to the residents of Abuja and beyond, I extend our gratitude for your patience and support throughout this journey. In conclusion, I made bold to say that Wike is working, and I call all residents to join this mantra Thank you for your unwavering support and tireless effort in making Abuja a better place for all of us. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister of State, FCT, Dr. Maria Mahmood, who has joined so many other people in the last couple of days to say thank you to Mr. President. Leading the pack, of course, is the Honorable Minister of the FCT. A man of many parts who has added FCT beautification to his well-feathered cap. The man who has a lot to give while exploring so much more. A man whose quiver is full of ideas, projects, and activities. He who regales us with words that energize and edify. This man who succeeded in bringing together the nation's political cognoscenti over the past 9 days and has received to project commissionings and flag-offs the #1 citizen of the country. 9 days of unprecedented project commissioning with us all in attendance. And today we crown these well-thought-out 9 days lineup of projects with the presidential commissioning of Guzape 2's infrastructure. While we see the closing of the 9 days that we've been working and the presidential commissioning, for Mr. Project, this is the beginning of so much more to come. Our next speaker is a man of great infrastructural strategy and political sagacity. Welcome with me, the irrepressible Honorable Minister of the FCT, Ezenwo Nyesom Wike.
WIW, Wike is walking on. WIW, Wike is walking on. Tanko Tinubu, Wike is walking on. WIW, Wike is walking on.
Your Excellency, the President and Commander-in-Chief, the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, my colleagues, the ministers who are here present, the Chief of Staff to Mr. President, the Minister of FCT, State Chairman, House Committee on FCT, Chairman, Senate Committee on Area Councils and Ancillary Matters, Chairman, House Committee on Area Councils and Ancillary Matters, the Deputy Chairman, House Committee and FCT, and representatives of the Abuja Fair constituency, the civil senators that are here, gentlemen, army secretaries, mandate secretaries, head of service of FCT, our traditional rulers, managing director of Gilmore, the zonal chairman of APC, South South, and the national publicity secretary of APC, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellency, Mr. President, let me, on behalf of the Federal Capital Territory, once again thank you, appreciate you for giving us 9 consecutive days, knowing fully well how busy your office is. That again shows the love you have for the people of FCT, for the residents of FCT, and for giving them hope, which they have already lost before now. Excellency, I want to thank you so much. Your Excellency, today is your own last day, but it's not our last day for commissioning projects. We will continue on Tuesday to commission projects in the area councils, but want you to just do this for us for the 9 days, and which you have done successfully well to the glory of God. Your Excellency, when we came on board on the 21st of August 2023, yes, I lived in Guzape before, up to now, but I've never taken the opportunity to go around the district and know how big it is. I can tell you that this is one of the biggest districts and far developing. This job was awarded in 2003. 2003, under the administration of our father, Olusegun Obasanjo then. And just like the ES said, it was divided into 2 lots. Lot 1 has to be given to Dantata and Sawo. Lot 2 has to be given to Gilmore. And so Dantata and Sawo had left side for long. And so when we came back, we had to bring them back and discuss with them. And luckily, we made a memo to you through the Chief of Staff, which you approved and which we have sent to Bureau of Public Procurement. And we're able to bring them back. If anybody is passing through the other side, you see them now trying to. In fact, when I was Minister of State, that was when they were putting the street light pole, 2011. Up till now, they have not finished doing that. 2011 till now, they are still putting street light poles. But we are giving them some money and believe that they have to hasten up and finish their own lot. Here we are. I want to commend Gilmore. If I've not been here, I've been here not less than 15 times to see how possible, how they are going to structure this. We had a lot of litigation from residents. In fact, one of the days I traveled, Gilmore had to call me that police had come here to pack their workers, that they should not go ahead blasting this rock. And I came back and I told police, this is a government job, it's not a private job. Therefore, you have to release them. If there's anybody that has a problem, you should write to the FCT, we'll be able to solve that problem. But to do all that litigation did not stop us from achieving what we have achieved today. Like he said, 32 kilometers. My interest is this place. If you are able to plan here, you will know what you have done. It is easy sitting down and seeing what they have done. But the only way you can appreciate this job is when if you have the mind. It's not everybody that has the mind to climb. You can imagine security men on top there. It's not easy to climb there and look down. And so, I asked them, would this be completed for Mr. President to commission for his 1 year in office? They said yes. I said, are you sure? They said yes. So I want to really thank them for keeping to their promise. And we too, we have also kept to their promise by making sure they have no problem with funding. Do you have problem with funding? Okay. I don't have problem with funding. So, Your Excellency, in 2003, when it was awarded at a cost of 14 billion. But just 2 weeks before you assumed office, in May 2023, it was reversed to 18.17 billion. And because of your passion, because of your doggedness to make sure that projects must not be abandoned. Government is a continuum. You have to make sure that these projects are completed and with a financial arrangement. That's what we have succeeded because you gave us that one. I have told people who care to hear, since I assumed office in August 21st, 2023, you have never one day interfered in our work. Never one day have you called me that this is what you want, this is not what you have never one day. And sometimes I pretend I will come to you as are there people complaining. You will tell me, have I ever called you one day? So somebody has said, go and do your job. I must say, I sincerely, and my Minister of State was sincerely happy. They gave us the free hand to work, and it is that we are seeing today. And another area they are doing, which is called the diplomatic area. I know every Nigerian would like to live there. It's one of the best places anybody would want to live. We are hoping, by the grace of God, that by next year we'll do everything we can to make sure that that diplomatic area is completed. Like Gilmore said, well, once the money is there, everything can be done overnight. And I can assure you that diplomatic area is where most people would like to go and live. I'm not saying that this is now open application for people to come and apply that they want to go. You know, when Nigerians see small opportunity, they want to capitalize on it. I didn't say so. All I'm saying that it's a good place where people would like to live. Excellency, we don't know how to thank you. Thank you is ordinary. We got not to pray for you, that God will continue to guide you, and to make sure that our Need Hope agenda comes to fruition, which it has come in Abuja. Everybody can see it. It's no longer theory, it's a reality. So that, and I want to appeal to you, just like what you did last time. There are a lot of Nigerians who also have, in one way or the other, have made their own contribution, particularly in writing, literary works. So many of them have made Nigeria proud. People like Tinubu, people like J.P. Clark. People like J.P. Clark and Tinubu. Excellency, I want to appeal to you. First of all, let this road be named against Tinubu, and then there are another road within the same district that can be named against J.P. Clark. This is my appeal to you, because they are one of the people who also have contributed just as like our noble laureate did. On this note, I want to beg you to speak to our people, the residents of Abuja. I know they are watching you, they are happy every day, and then commission this road. Thank you, and God bless.
Please, you may be seated. I could see and notice the dancing step of accomplishment and joy demonstrated by Izon Wiki. I share in your joy, and congratulations. To Gilmore, yes, you are a contractor, but you are already part of our society. Well done. I won't say thank you because you get paid for it, but you are well done. Thank you very much with your team. The members of the cabinet, the leadership of our party, the FCT team, allow stand on the well-enumerated and recognized protocol given by Eugene Abu, who had been tireless too in our commitment. Today being part of our Saturday, and we all are required to be here to celebrate an engineering feat. We thank all of you. We appreciate you, Eugene. Well done. This significant achievement marks yet another milestone in our administration's total commitment to enhancing the infrastructure and living standard within the Federal Capital Territory and across our great country. Part of our national time is extremely reflected. It's about service. So many of you, you've demonstrated that the great commitment to serve the people. One year ago, we embarked on the journey to retune, re-engineer, refinance, and rebuild the hope for all Nigerians, and particularly for Abuja Federal Capital Territory. I am told when we started that Guzape district with a size of 1070 hectares is one of the newest districts, phase 1, created outside the original Abuja. You've had the detail from the most proficient project engineer. The provision of comprehensive engineering infrastructure in Guzape district is not a mere necessity. It's a hope renewed. Well, if we gather here, spending our part of weekend or our Saturday to celebrate and commission the realization of hope, the successful completion of engineering infrastructure in Guzape District 1. It seems to be a testament to what we can achieve through diligent planning, collaboration, and shared commitment to excellence. I also reflect when we started. And the minister came to me to please look at the possibility of clearing my calendar for 9 days. And I asked him to go back and restudy the best way to spend the president's time so that he will not be in violation of the ethics and purposes of governance. 9 days consecutively. He said yes, that includes a Saturday. Well, we are spending that part of that Saturday here. In some wicked, you have provided exceptional leadership at a trying time for the country. It was a very challenging time for us in the country. Up to now, we are still retuning and rejigging our financial system to bring prosperity and relief to the people of this country. You've demonstrated the capacity to build a team, to lead a team, and to deliver on promises. I commend you. Well done. To all of you here, and the district head of Guzape, or representing the district head, litigation is not the answer. Conversation is the answer. Development that is focused on the people for the economic prosperity, the benefits of a whole. Is what should reside in us. Of what value is the land that is blocked by these high hill mountains and rocks that you can access? Now provide drinkable water. Talk to our people, and whenever you need us, talk to our representatives, bring us together to help build Nigeria. It's not a personal thing. I stand here as the president. I don't have a plot here. But I have the people's support and the mandate to deliver good quality of life and living environment. That should be enough for all of us to share in the joy of commitment, dedication, perseverance, and little give that God has endowed us with. May God bless Nigeria. May God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and bless FCT administration. It's now my honor to invite all of you to join me to commission the project. Spend whatever is left of your weekend any way you want. Thank you. the Guzape District Lot 2 Engineering Infrastructure was officially commissioned by His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, President Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, on Saturday, 8th June 2024.
The National Anthem. This event now stands officially closed. I'd ask the rest of us to please clear the pathway for the #1 citizen to make his way.
God bless you, Tinubu. Wike is walking. Wike is walking. Mr. Project, Wike is walking. Turn Abuja to America. Wike is walking. Refining the fire. Wike is walking. Mr. Project, Wike is walking. WIW. Wike is walking. Thank Ahmed Bola Tinubu. Wike is walking. Your ministers are functional. Wike is walking. Thank you for all you do for Nigeria. Wike is walking. Wike is walking. Wike is walking. Wike is walking. Refining fire, Mr. Project. Wike is walking. We like your dance step. Wike is walking. I said
This is Channels Television, your home for the news. And you've been on to our live coverage of the commissioning of an engineering infrastructure by the Federal Capital Territory Authority taking place in Guzape District, Abuja. And this marks the end of the broadcasts as we now continue with the rest of our programming for the day. Stay on with Channels Television.